Happy Halloween! Welcome to the weekly update for October 31st. I hope you get your favorite piece of candy to eat today. A continued thanks to everybody who has been providing feedback about the class through the anonymous surveys at the end of each module. I really appreciate your feedback, and I do read those. It really is anonymous. I can see whether or not you submitted a survey, but I can't tell what any of the answers are. The answers and people don't connect. So thank you, and please continue to do that for the next two modules. A couple announcements about Heartland. Did you know that the campus has several give or take book exchanges here that are totally free? Basically, there's a bookshelf, and you can bring a book that you're done reading and leave it for someone else. And if you see something you like, you can take it to read for yourself. There's no textbooks allowed, so this is just reading for fun. The latest one on campus is outside the ICB 2400 office suite. Just down the hall, you'll see a bookshelf. Just kind of a fun thing to do. Registration for spring classes. This is Celebration Monday. I hope you registered for your spring classes already, but if you haven't, do it soon. Let me know if you won any of the prizes at Celebration Monday. That'd be cool. I am teaching 3 sections of English 102 next semester. 2 are face-to-face, Section 4 and Section 11, and 1 is online, Section 96. So perhaps I'll see you in 102 next semester. And now back to this semester. Brainstorm 5 on Padlet. Where have you used rhetoric, or what's a situation you've used rhetoric? This is my favorite thing that I've read all semester. To see what you guys describe as daily occurrences in your life and apply course concepts to it, I love it. This is just great. So take a look at what your classmates said if you haven't already. Module 4, I spent the morning grading discussion board posts, and I should have all of the grading completed for Module 4 by tomorrow. So if you have a question or you see something amiss in the gradebook, please let me know. Maybe give me until like tomorrow afternoon. But that's almost done. And in terms of the content and the posts on Discussion Board 4, lots of good stuff. There's feedback and comments from me as usual. One thing that I saw a lot of people struggle with was talking about the effectiveness of the genre examples. Now, Discussion Board 5 is all about analyzing something for effectiveness. So I thought it would be a good idea to take a look at one of the posts that did a good job with this. So let me switch over here. This is from Sarah in section 91. And you'll see she actually attached a Word document. Always remember you can cut and paste into Blackboard, but she had a computer error. Anyway, so she's talking about lesson plans, and she looks at 2 different kinds of lesson plans. She looks at weekly lesson plans and daily lesson plans and describes them and talks about conventions, etc. And then here in this paragraph, look at how she analyzed them. I believe that the daily plan is more effective than a weekly plan. I'm thinking as a reader, why? This is because the daily plan can be a bit more detailed, which can be useful for multiple reasons. One being in the event of a substitute, but another would be in case days need to be switched around. It'd be easier to look at the daily plan and decide to switch music on Monday with art on Tuesday because they hold the same time slot. This also helps you plan the day, especially if you have a special event. Weekly plans are not ineffective, but I feel like the daily plan would be more effective with a younger class. It would be more work for the teacher, but it would also give parents an opportunity to have a look into what their child is doing. This paragraph, still could use some works. There are still some ideas that could be kind of unpacked, like why one is more effective for a younger audience as opposed to an older audience. But there's lots of good details in here. There's specific examples from that genre text that are used to support Sarah's ideas about which one is effective and why. So we'll be working on that for Discussion Board 5, and if you have any questions about that, let me know. But way to go, Sarah. So have an excellent Halloween. I hope you guys have some fun trick-or-treat plans, or maybe you went to a party. And let me know if you have any questions. I'll see you next week.